It says BMW, not Piaggio. There's the difference. BMW is a German-made motorcycle, probably one of the finest motorcycles that ever rolled on the planet. I know it has its quirks, but you're asking a BMW painter guy to paint an Italian scooter. No problem. No problem. Painters have a lot of anxiety, and that's why they paint, because it takes care of anxiety. In other words, if I didn't paint, see the green, see how the green is? If I didn't paint and worry about paint and get paint right, I'd be anxious. I'd probably be back drinking, man. I'd lose it. I'd be over the top. I'd have no patience. I wouldn't care about conditions. See what I'm setting up here are the conditions. I'm still using this foam that we talked about in that other video. I'm going to put a piece of masking tape right along here. Then I'm going to do a little color here. Color here and color there. And then I'll pull the masking tape for the blend. Now, this is thought to have a tiny little scratch here. Well, it actually does. Had a little dent right here. But when you're painting these, you can't paint just that spot. You kind of got to blend the color out. And the easiest way to describe it to women, I've found, is to talk to them about when they do their fingernails at the beauty salon. They got to, take some steps. Same thing here. Got some primer, we're going to put a little color. What they don't tell you is you're going to put clear coat all the way where you see it outlined here is going to be re-cleared. So it's more than just spray it in that one little spot or in this one little spot. I'm going to do this close here so that my metallic kind of matches too. Here. Alright. Just explaining a little bit about the masking. That you want to catch every little corner. You don't want paint in it, of course, but on a brand new scoot, you can't have any overspray get anywhere. And so to paint the littlest thing, now I've left this loose here a little bit because I need that wheel to throw back and forth for me, yet at the same time be masked off so no overspray gets on the rest of the bike. So you're going to spend most of your time setting up conditions. Most of the time is spent setting up conditions. Like the scratch and the paint, that's the fun part. The masking, the temperature, the cleaning it so the paint will stay. I don't know how long this video has been so far, but maybe you could mask this part in as much time has gone by. Maybe start it on here. So this is this turns into like a 4-hour affair. Not that it's stressful. It takes stress away. Masking helps. Masking helps get rid of anxiety. So, at this point we hand the camera to the camera girl, because I'm just about to lay paint on here. And I can feel something right in here. Right there. Can't see it, but you can feel it. And so you might feel it there later. But that's before I painted it. Disclaimer, that's a disclaimer bump right there. I don't want to tear that bump up and have to bring color up in here. We don't want to do any more color than we have to. Back to anxiety. Yeah, anxiety bike it's called. We named the jobs. This is the anxiety bike. The red one, the mirror bike is the mirror bike. Or the red bike, the mirror bike. And we got the anxiety bike. Now we need an anti-anxiety bike. I was fixing a flat tire today. That was anti-anxiety. Came out here before the light was gone so you could see what's going on. Yes, even in a perfect world. Alright, I'm going to get some more gear on And I'm glad you came along, because if you notice in that video, you can see this color flip-flop a little bit between green and blue, green, blue. And that's the green I was chasing down. It didn't have that green in it. Kind of delayed this project a little bit. It's better to be anxious than miserable. The quality of the repair will be here long after they forget how anxious they were to get it back and how much it cost or whatever. If you rush this part, it makes them happy for about 5 minutes, and then they start finding stuff to be miserable about. So I've found, no matter what they tell you, put them on the back burner. Usually got a few balls in the air at the same time. Everybody's anxious. Keep those people anxious. Don't let them get miserable. If you drop the ball, they're going to be miserable. So go the extra. No matter what they say, go the extra and get it all the way right instead of rush it. Don't let them push it. Painters have rules. Remember, every minute you spend cleaning that paint gun is an hour off the end of your life. Okay, for the tip of the day. I use a carpet and I wet that so I don't have big puddles. But if you have with brass fitting and you let your air hose lay on the ground on wet cement with a puddle of water, some of that water will creep in there, and then there'll be the first thing out of your gun will be that bit of water. So be knowing. Okay, that's it. Tip of the day.
Awesome.
Milogarage. Even in the middle of anxiety, I'll bring you something.
Thanks, Milo.
Okay, I'm going to get some more shots, maybe spraying. Because I'm feeling better. I'm about to do my thing. Okay, bye. I'm going to sneak you back in here between coats. I'm only going to stay a second because I can only exhale. I think there's a little something I don't like right there. See it? I can only exhale. I can only exhale. I got to go get some air. And so after an hour, I let this sit an hour so I can come out here and stay calm with it, look for any problems, and if there are any, take care of them. One thing I'll do is take just a regular flashlight and incandescent bulb in there and check coverage. I'm checking, I see a little light spot there and in there, so I'm going to mix up some more color and dust it on a couple spots I wasn't totally happy with. I know it's just a scooter, but I care. This is like a little rip cord. This is going to get pulled off and expose that edge for when the clear comes. I don't need any more color on there. And you can tell by masking where the color actually hits. See, colors here, coming here, not so much, not so much. No color here at all. No color here at all. No color on the tape in here. See? That's going to be clear. There's where we had color there. Play detective. You can play detective. And we have that little chew on there. Sweet, sweet. Okay. I'm doing good here with anxiety. Project anxiety is really calming me down. Making a video about it calms me down too. It's funny. I feel different after I make a video. It's like you were helping. Thanks, man. The time I've been taking a break there, using water to clean this. I thought clear was coming next, but it's not. I'm going to make some more color. But to show you how I did that, I'm just dropping water straight down into that hole. Try to make it hit the hole there. Drip, 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 instead of a stream. Keep the gun triggered with something. In this case, I got it. Comes off a cargo net, you know, them bungee nets. Happens to trigger that gun and hold it like that. and then balance it up like that for water to run through. And I really did think I was going to be clearing, but I'm going to make some more color. Thought I'd share that one with you. No lacquer thinner, no headache. Oh, can you imagine if I had numbers on there? I'd go crazy. I would really have anxiety. That's what, I took the numbers off of there, and I haven't had anxiety since. There's 3 things that really matter when you're cleaning a paint gun. This gun here, all we're going to do is go back and fix a little issue we had, the tiniest little thing. I'm going to fix anything tiny, but still, even with the same color, you got to clean these 3 things. You got to clean the needle tip, you got to clean this, it's called the fan, or the horn, air horn. Check those holes, they're usually okay. But if you find, what you'll find is, no if about it, there'll be a little bit of paint dried on this tip, and there'll be a little bit of paint in this hole, and the fluid tip as well. I'm sorry, that's number 3. Wonder what I used for number 3. Should I do a retake here? See, I got a little green paint happening. See that? That's dried paint waiting to get me. It's waiting to come flying out of there and become a whole new problem, fixing a problem. Even if you're going with the same color. Another thing dried paint does is it changes the diameter of that hole. If it dries in there, it's a different size. It makes it smaller. It makes this bigger. So you get paint on this and on this. The 2 of them together make that too little. Alright. Better have got it that time because I don't repeat myself. Seriously. I'll repeat it. If you miss anything, let me know and I'll repeat it. I want to make more problems when I'm fixing. Pulling some dirt in a spot I don't need it. Careful, careful. Okay, time out. Take a little break.